We usually imagine the immune system as a systemic force, a phantom army circulating through the blood and bone marrow, waiting to strike. In this view, immunity is a reactionary switch. It stays dormant until we catch a cold or suffer a physical injury. But the biological reality is more localized. The vast majority of immune cells reside in one specific place, the lining of your gastrointestinal tract. To understand human resilience, we have to look past the blood and focus on the complex environment inside the gut. This is the boundary layer, the thinnest physical border to the external world. Trillions of food particles and microbes wash over this vulnerable tissue daily. Specialized tissues here must constantly monitor the flow, distinguishing between harmless fuel, beneficial microbes, and pathogenic bacteria. Because this boundary is so thin and the exposure so constant, every meal is an active, high-stakes immune event. Your gut must decide what is friend, foe, or fuel trillions of times a day. At the microscopic level, the gut lining reveals itself as a dynamic ecosystem. Trillions of microbes live directly alongside specialized human immune tissue. The conversation between them is triggered by dietary fiber. Humans don't actually digest most fiber. Instead, it passes through to feed the microbes. As microbes ferment this fiber, they produce chemical byproducts called short-chain fatty acids. These compounds act as messengers. They bind to receptors on adjacent immune cells, providing instructions that help those cells learn what to react to and what to leave alone. We don't directly program our own defenses. We feed our microbes, and they translate that food into the chemical signals that train our immune system. When this training is successful, the body reaches a state of immune homeostasis. It is a balanced, well-tempered system that responds when necessary, but stays calm around harmless inputs. However, if microbial diversity drops, the chemical communication begins to fail. An understaffed microbial border can't provide the signals needed to keep immune responses regulated. This imbalance is known as dysbiosis. Without varied signals, immune responses become erratic, increasing unnecessary inflammatory activity. These red signals travel beyond the gut, moving through nerve pathways directly to the brain. This creates a clear link between gut health and cognitive function. Physical and mental resilience requires a deeply populated, varied, and constantly fed microbial ecosystem. Because the microbiome is a living ecosystem, your immune balance is not a fixed trait. It is a system you actively shape through your daily choices. Dietary patterns drive this system. Adding one new plant food a week signals the microbial population to expand. Gut diversity tracks directly with plate diversity. Introducing fermented foods like yogurt provides consistent inputs to maintain this varied microbiome, supporting crucial chemical messengers. This system is also sensitive to your lifestyle. Your sleep patterns, your chronic stress, and the timing of your meals influence the gut-immune connection, affecting how well your microbes can regulate your internal defenses. Foundational lifestyle choices, alongside targeted gut and immune nutritional support, provide the supplies necessary to maintain this critical border. This biological network is a lifelong project. It begins in infancy with exposure to maternal microbes and requires consistent management through every stage of adulthood. Truly, it is one of the most striking arrangements in human biology. Our complex defense network and neurological health are entirely reliant on an alien ecosystem living deep inside our digestive tract. Resilience, clarity, and whole-body well-being emerge from this microscopic boundary layer. Supporting your gut is how you support a more resilient version of yourself.